Hi everyone, I'm Lily and today we're going to do something really exciting. We're going to learn how to talk in English when meeting new people. You know that moment when you want to start a conversation, but your brain suddenly forgets every English word you've ever learned. Yeah, we've all been there. So today, I'll help you feel more confident, sound more natural, and actually enjoy those little English conversations in your daily life. Let's imagine this. You walk into a cafe, you meet someone new, or maybe you're traveling and someone smiles at you. You want to talk, but you don't know what to say first. The good news is you don't need big, fancy words. You just need simple, friendly sentences that sound real and confident. When you meet someone for the first time, you can always start with a smile and something like, "How's it going?" Or, "Hey, nice to meet you." In America, people love friendly energy, not too formal, not too serious. Even just, "Hey, how are you?" works perfectly. But here's a small mistake many English learners make. They often say, "How are you?" and then answer with, "I am fine, thank you, and you." Now, that's grammatically correct, but in real American English, people don't really say that. Instead, they might say, "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" Or, "Doing great. What about you?" It sounds more relaxed, more natural. Let's practice a short cafe conversation. Imagine you're ordering coffee and the barista says, "Hi, how are you today?" You can answer, "Hey, I'm good, thanks. Can I get a medium latte, please?" And if they ask your name for the order, you say, "It's Sam," or, "Yeah, it's Emma with an E." Small things like tone and rhythm make a big difference. Try to keep your voice friendly and relaxed. Now, let's talk about introductions. When you meet someone for the first time, a simple structure works beautifully. You can say your name, something about where you're from, and maybe what you do. For example, "Hey, I'm Daniel. I'm from Texas. I work in marketing." Or, if it's a casual meeting, "Hey, I'm Anna. I'm from Seattle. I love hiking and good coffee." Then you can ask the same back. "How about you?" Or, "What about you?" It keeps the conversation going naturally. One mistake people often make is overthinking grammar when they should focus on connection. Remember, the goal is not perfect grammar. It's communication. People will remember how friendly and comfortable you were, not whether your tense was perfect. Let's move into some real life examples. Imagine you're at a party or a get-together. Someone new walks up and says, "Hey, I don't think we've met before." You can reply, "Oh, hey, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you." Then maybe ask, "Do you live around here?" Or, "How do you know everyone here?" These are very natural, easy questions Americans use all the time. If you're talking at school or college, you can say, "Hey, I think we're in the same class." Or, "Hey, are you studying psychology too?" These small openers sound confident and friendly. And if you're shy, remember, being friendly doesn't mean being loud. It just means being open. Smile, listen, nod, and give short but real answers. Let's imagine another scene. You're traveling. You're in an airport or maybe on a train. The person sitting next to you says, "Is this seat taken?" You can say, "No, go ahead." Then maybe after a few minutes, you can ask something simple like, "Are you traveling for work or fun?" Or, "Is this your first time here?" These little questions are magic. They help start conversations easily. And you don't have to be perfect. Even if your grammar is simple, People will love that you're making the effort to connect. Okay, now let's talk about emotions, how you express, how you feel. A lot of learners say things like, I am happy or I am sad. That's fine, but in real conversations, people use shorter, more natural phrases like, I'm so happy today, or I'm kinda tired, or I'm feeling great, thanks, or even, not too bad. Here's a little example, friend. Hey, how was your weekend? You? Pretty good. I went to the beach. How about you? Notice how short and natural it sounds. Americans love short, friendly answers that keep things light. Now let's move to small talk. That's when you chat about general topics like the weather, your weekend, sports, or TV shows. Small talk can be awkward at first, but it's super important for making friends. For example, crazy weather today, right? Yeah, it's been so hot lately. Or did you watch the game last night? Yeah, it was wild. See? You're not talking about something deep. You're just connecting. When you're shopping, it's also a great chance to practice English. Let's say you're in a store and you can't find something. You can say, excuse me, where can I find the milk? Or, hi, do you have this in a smaller size? The worker might answer, sure, it's in aisle 3. Or, let me check for you. When you pay, it's nice to say, thanks so much, or have a great day. And you'll usually hear, you too. Let's try another example at a restaurant. Server. Hi there. How are you doing today? You. Hey, I'm good, thanks. Can I see the menu, please? Server. Of course. Are you ready to order or need a few minutes? You. I'll need a few minutes. Thank you. When the food comes, say, thank you so much, or everything looks amazing. Americans love polite energy. It shows kindness and confidence. Now, at home or with friends, English becomes even more relaxed. You can say things like, what's up? Or, what are you up to? It means, what are you doing? And you can answer with, not much, just watching TV, or just chilling. Let's imagine a short home conversation. Friend, hey, what's up? You, hey, not much, just making dinner. You, friend, same here, just relaxing. See, so natural, right? At school, you might say things like, hey, did you finish the homework? Or, what did you think of the test? And when your friend answers, you can respond with short, encouraging phrases like, yeah, same, or tell me about it, or I know, it was tough. These little expressions show connection. They make your English sound alive. Now, let's do a travel example, maybe at an airport or on vacation. Someone might say, where are you from? And you can say, I'm from Chicago. How about you? Then you can ask, is this your first time here? Or, do you like traveling? If they ask you something you don't understand, it's totally fine to say, sorry, could you say that again? Or, I didn't catch that. Americans do that too. It's not rude, it's real. Let's do a little café scene again. It's a classic. Barrister, what can I get started for you? You? Hey, could I get an iced coffee with oat milk, please? Barrister? Sure. Anything else? You? No, that's all. Thank you. And when they say, have a good one, you say, you too. In small talk moments like this, the rhythm of your voice is key. Don't rush. Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on sounding kind and confident. Now let's move into how to continue a conversation. After introductions, you can ask open-ended questions. questions that don't have yes or no answers. Like, what do you do for fun? What kind of music do you like? What's your favourite place to eat around here? These questions make people talk more, and that keeps the conversation going. If you want to show interest, use short replies like, "Oh, really? That's cool! No way! That sounds amazing!" These little reactions make your English sound real and friendly. Now, let's practice a small conversation with a stranger who could become a friend. You! Hey, I love your jacket! Where'd you get it? Them. Oh, thanks! I got it online. You. Nice! I've been looking for something like that. See how easy that was? You just made a natural, human connection when you're in new situations, maybe school, work, or travel. Don't be afraid to start small. Just one simple he can open a door. At work, for example, hey, how's your morning going? Or, did you have a good weekend? These small greetings make your environment warmer. If someone asks you something and you don't know how to respond, don't freeze. You can always say, "That's a good question," or "Him, I've never thought about that." It buys you time and sounds completely natural. Let's also talk about common pronunciation mistakes. For example, comfortable is not comfort. Tableau. Americans say it like comfortable. Chocolate is not chocolate, just chocolate. Small changes like that help you sound smoother and more natural. Now, let's talk about tone. Americans often use rising tone when asking questions and falling tone when finishing statements. For example, really. Rising tone. That's interesting. See falling tone. Practicing this helps your English sound musical and friendly. Let's do a quick emotional connection example. Friend, I had such a long day. You? Oh no, what happened? Friend, just a lot of work. You? Yeah, I totally get that. Simple, but it shows empathy. Americans really appreciate that kind of listening. Let's do a shopping mall scene. Salesperson, hey, can I help you find anything? You? Thanks, I'm just looking. Or, yeah, do you have this in medium? When you're done, thanks so much for your help. At a clothing store checkout, you can say, thanks. Have a great day. And again, you'll hear, you too. It's the rhythm of friendliness that makes American English so welcoming. At school or university, you might say, hey, do you want to grab coffee later? Or, are you free to study tomorrow? You can even say, sounds good. Or, sure, why not? Very common phrases. Now, here's something important. If someone compliments you, don't say, no, I'm not good. Instead, smile and say, thanks. Or, that's so nice of you. It feels more confident and positive. Let's do a compliment scene. Person, your English is really good. You, thank you. I'm still learning, but I appreciate it. That shows confidence and humility at the same time. Remember, when speaking English, confidence beats perfection. Let's imagine a moment at the airport. You're going through security and an officer says, good morning. How are you? You can say, good morning. I'm doing well, thanks. Or when boarding, hey, is this seat 22B? Yes, that's right. Thanks so much. These short, polite exchanges make everything smoother. If you're ever nervous, take a deep breath, smile, and start with something simple. People will meet you halfway. Now, here's one last little exercise. Imagine meeting someone new at a café. Hey, is anyone sitting here? Them? No. Go ahead. You! Thanks! I love this place. Do you come here often? Them? Yeah. Their coffee's amazing. You? Totally. What's your favourite drink? Boom! You've started a friendly conversation that could go anywhere. Everyday English is about being yourself, staying kind, and not worrying too much about mistakes. And before we wrap up, let me remind you, every time you speak, you're getting better. Every hello, every short chat, every café order. It all adds up. Don't wait until you feel ready. The best way to get ready is to start talking now. So next time you meet someone new, just smile, say hi, and start with something simple. You've got this. I'm so proud of you for taking the time to learn, practice, and grow. Keep practicing, keep talking, and keep believing that your English can take you anywhere. Every word you speak builds your confidence. So go out there, meet new people, and talk in English every single day. You're doing amazing, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Keep smiling, keep speaking, and never stop learning.